everybody. Welcome to TJK Network. And
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TJK Network, everybody. My name is Takashi Zaka, and I'm the one that's on air as we get ready for our senior night. Beginning momentarily will be our senior night ceremony to honor our seniors who have been playing soccer for the Panthers for 4 years.
no, waiting. Just give me a thumbs up. I'll put my phone on do not disturb. Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, to anyone who's just tuning in the broadcast, we're just, before we start our ceremony, we're just waiting for some parents to show up. Running a little late, but no worries. We'll be getting ready momentarily.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pequannock Township High School's Girls Soccer Senior Night. At this time, we would like to acknowledge our senior girls soccer players. We would like to thank them for their dedication and commitment to their program for the last 4 years at Pequannock Township High School. We would also like to thank their parents for their guidance and support given to their daughters. Up first, Karis Blakely, accompanied by Mother Carol, Brother Ethan, and Sister Anna. Up next, Kaylee Bunsen, accompanied by Kristen and Amy Bunsen, brothers Brody and Nico. Up next, Sam Cunha, accompanied by James and Kim Cunha and brother Chris. Up next, Rachel Cunningham, accompanied by Charlie and Julie Cunningham. Up next, Mia DeCumber, accompanied by John and Linda DeCumber. Up next, Matea Dimitrovska, accompanied by Zoran and Daniela Dimitrovska.
What's your brother's name? Do you know?
Up next, Katrina McMahon, accompanied by Michael and Helen McMahon and grandfather Michael McMahon. Up next, Alex Ortega, accompanied by Dave and Kristen Ortega and brother Dylan. Up next, Shayla Osmansky, accompanied by Don and Tiffany Osmansky. Up next, Addie Van Letten, accompanied by Brad and Maria Van Letten and brother Braden. And last but not least, Riley DeCumber, accompanied by John and Linda DeCumber. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for your soccer seniors and their parents. We would like to thank our youth travel team for being here. Underclassmen, thank you. To St. E's seniors and their team, thank you for allowing us to do this tonight. Good luck to your seniors.
Alright, man, let's go. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Good luck to Pequannock.
Well, let's go, ladies.
And ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome to TJK Network. My name is TJK NETWORK, and we are getting into this legendary senior night game. Battle of the Panthers. Pequannock Panthers versus the St. Elizabeth Panthers. Panthers are still undefeated with a 5-0-0 record. St. Elizabeth, on the other hand, currently struggling, trying to get some wins. Currently 2-5-0. Your starting goalkeeper for the Pequannock Panthers is number 0, Zoe Wisner. 5-0-0 in record with 28 saves and a save average of 5.6. And she's only given up 1 goal in those 5 games that Pequannock has won. Very impressive stats. It's going to be a solid matchup. You know, it's a very important game for the seniors. They'll be getting a lot of playing time tonight. And we'll be getting into this match momentarily, folks. There'll be 40 minutes to clock like always. Start off our first half. Turned off. Just as a little announcement to the broadcast, there isn't any officials at the game yet. Actually, there is an official walking in right now, so we'll be starting as soon as possible. We just had an official, some of our officials running late, but that's okay. Just wanted to bring that out there while we're not starting right now. Kickoff will begin momentarily, though.
good soccer song.
All the officials are still making their way out on the field. We'll talk about our broadcast's sponsor. Go cop our clothing line, TJK Wear. It's in the description below. That's tjk152.com/shop. tjk152.com/shop. If you want to support TJK Network, you can cop our clothing. And here we go, getting ready for the kickoff, folks. Red officials have officially made it. A little late, but it's only 6:11, so not too bad from our actual start time at 6. We had our ceremony done by 6, and here we go. Ortega's already on it. Ortega A nice move from the side, and it's stopped. And our goalkeeper for the other Panthers is Van Hoven and Osmanke. And ball at center, and it will make its way to Zoe Wisner. And it's brought in by Osmanski. And that ball goes out of bounds. Panthers on it still. They try to go for the pass, not able to connect. It'll be brought out. St. Elizabeth's defense not able to get it out. Panthers reconnect themselves. DeSimone brings it in. And Hoven, Van Hoven, the goalkeeper for St. Elizabeth, with the ball, and she's going to kick it out to center. She'll actually choose to kick it out to the side. Shayla Osmanski. Now at center, Blakely, who brought it in. Rachel Cunningham on it at center. She'll bring it out to Blakely. Now McMahon. Now Ortega. McMahon tried bringing it in. But Pesta tries to put pressure. Ortega still continue to bring it in. Ortega now to DeCumber. She's not able to pass as defender is able to keep it blocked. McMahon though. And shot from number 11 off the headshot. And it's a goal for the Panthers. What a goal. Panthers start on the board at 36-53. You will see that replay for you guys as it did save. Beautiful goal. And the refs rule it's outside, and also our time is frozen at 36:53. I don't run the clock. Our clock is still frozen. Play still continuing. The Panthers leading by 1 now. And refs will stop the play.
I don't run the clock. I don't run the clock.
And our clock is now working. And it's in the Panthers' offensive territory. Both teams are the Panthers. This is the Battle of the Panthers, so I'm going to have to just say St. Elizabeth. But when I say the Panthers, I'm going to mean Pequannock because I'm their broadcaster. Ortega. Now Riley DeCumber will bring it over. Shayla Osmanski who had it. Another shot, and it is stopped by Van Hoven. And she will lightly kick it, but off the head of Ortega. Panthers keep it in, but the refs will rule it St. Elizabeth's ball. And here we go at center. Panthers bringing it in. McMahon. And we'll stoppage in the play for second. As it will go out of bounds. Will be a Panthers free kick. A wasp came into the press box, but thankfully he flew out. I was about to put the tape over and take him out. And shot off the head. It's another goal. Panthers lead 2-0. After only 6 minutes of starting this game. And here we go. And we'll have a stop. We're going to have to fix the time. It is 33. Now our clock is correct. And a kick from number 19, Prestia. Now, the other Prestia. And that ball goes to Zoe Wisner, and she'll grab onto that. Zoe Wisner, out to center. Mia DeCumber rushes to that ball, but it goes out of bounds. Now Mia DeCumber on it. Now Shayla Osmansky. Ortega trying to catch up to the ball, as well as Riley DeCumber, but it will go out of bounds. One of the St. Elizabeth defenders was able to have it, but it's Panthers' ball as DeCumber throws it back in. Panthers are able to keep it in play. Osmansky on it. Osmansky tries to take a shot, and it just trickles wide with Van Hoven missing the ball. Luckily, it was wide. Luckily for St. Elizabeth, who is down by 2 now. And Van Hoven will have to get to that ball again. And kicked out to center. Partially center, though. And a kick goes off, I believe, either the chin or somewhere in the head of Mia DeCumber, and she gets knocked down for a second, but she's able to get herself back up. She's definitely holding her chin, or somewhere around there, for a second. She got hit somewhere in the jaw from the ball. Accidental, of course. But hopefully she's okay. Play continues. Mia DeCumber is actually in the game. Now Riley DeCumber. And she'll shoot it. Trickles. And she could not get the rebound. It was DeCumber to DeCumber. Mia was able to. Was still in the game, actually. So it looks like she was fine after being hit in the chin with the ball. That would have been a crazy goal. The DeCumber sisters. That ball was out of bounds, by the way. And it is Panthers as they'll throw it back in. And it went out of play again. Shayla Osmanski. And she gets it passed back again. Shot, wide. Never mind, it's a goal. Nothing Panthers now. Shayla Osmanski with that one. With 29:43. Panthers have been dominating the first half of this game. And the Panthers still hungry for more. Shayla Osmanski will pass it over to Kuna. Kuna on it at center. That ball goes out. Brought back into play, Alexandra Ortega. Ortega looking to play around. Now to Kaylee Bunsen. Ortega on it. Ortega looking for some passing room. She'll get it to Rachel Cunningham from the side. And it's picked up by Van Hoven. At center. Blakely. Now Riley DeCumber. And that ball is picked up from St. Elizabeth, and they'll try to connect at center. Panthers trying to grab that ball again. And it's picked off, and Rachel Cunningham to Shayla Osmanski. She's able to connect on it. And Cunningham back on it. She will take it out to center. And will be passed along the sidelines. Brought over. And it's picked off by the defense of St. Elizabeth. Kaylee Bunsen manages to keep it in. Rachel Cunningham to now try to bring it in further. Alexandra Ortega on it again. Ortega making nice moves. Ortega up front. Shot. And it's picked up by Van Hoven. Van Hoven to bring it at center. Or try to, and manages to still stay in the zone, but it doesn't matter anyway because the refs will rule it to be St. Elizabeth's turn for the ball. Kick in for that is number 5, Isabella Pribula. Rachel Cunningham. Shayla Osmanski will bring it a little bit back. Now, Samantha Kuna. And Panthers will group in their own zone. Blakely. Kaylee Bunson trying to pick off St. Elizabeth, and they managed to do so. Rachel Cunningham. Now to Ortega. Ortega will kick it out to the stands. Ball's brought back into play. Kaylee Bunson. Now Rachel Cunningham. Blakely. Riley DeCumber able to bring that over, and it goes out of bounds. And tossing that back in is Hiatrides. At center, Shayla Osmanski. Now Mia DeCumber, who got picked off by Agnew. Panthers toss it back in. At center and brought back in. Panthers try to get something going as one of them is knocked down. And ball was kicked out, but brought back in. And that ball is out of play, as the goalkeeper, Van Hoven, and Riley DeCumber is on that. And it'll go over the net from that shot. And Van Hoven to hold on. Ball at center now. And Van Letten. And Osmanski shoots that wide. Agnew for St. Elizabeth. Bringing that out. Off Ortega. Now Riley DeCumber. Now to Rachel Cunningham. Rachel Cunningham. A little bit of defensive front. Brought in. And now it's able to be brought out by the defense of St. Elizabeth. Battle with Bednier. And now St. Elizabeth will enter Pequannock zone. Brawl is launched, and Coach McBurney, coach of the Pequannock Panthers, grabs that ball. Panthers are able to get that out to center. And Pequannock trying to connect. Rally to Cumber is able to get that ball inside the zone. Rushing now is Matea Dimitroska. Here's the Panthers' ball as it went out of bounds, and they'll toss it in to back to play. Off Rachel Cunningham, no one there to pick up the loose ball. Pequannock battles. And St. Elizabeth's able to get it. They'll bring it out to center. That being Prestia. Kaylee Bunsen to keep it in motion. And Van Hoven kicks it out of bounds. At center now. Ortega is able to steal that ball. And Van Hoven picks up that ball. Kicked, not out to center. Panthers able to stay on it. Now it's at center with Kaylee Bunsen. Bring it in, Ortega. And St. Elizabeth kicks it out of play. And McMahon to bring that back in. And it looks like now will be St. Elizabeth's ball. Oh, Panthers get on that. McMahon. Now Ortega. Ball goes through, and now it's kicked out to center. Rushing into Pequannock zone, and it's brought back through center. Nice move by Addie Van Letten. Tries to give it to Ortega as she's tripped in the process. Rachel Cunningham pushed, and the defense of St. Elizabeth manages get out to center. Katrina McMahon now to Blakely. And we have another trip in. Cheryl Osmansky, the trip. Panthers ball. Attendance pretty solid for tonight's game. Entire student and parents section, both respectfully for both teams, is pretty full as Van Hoven will grab that ball. And Panthers are able to maintain possession. Rachel Cunningham with the shot, and it's saved by Van Hoven by the corner of the net, upper right. upper right side of the net. And the ball's kicked back in. And it makes its way to the net. Now it's 4-0 Panthers. As they're able to capitalize, I believe that was on the free kick. And the Panthers dominating the first half of the game. Ball went out of bounds, and it's brought back in. Ortega. Now Rachel Cunningham. Continue with it. Ortega. And no one there to connect it on that open pass. And now, ball's turned over to Osmanski. Panthers hold on. Rachel Cunningham with the shot. Stopped by Van Hoven, and she nearly drops that with Ortega in front of her. And nearly gives up that goal, or nearly gives up the rebound chance. But she's able to recover it. But Panthers able to maintain possession. Ortega again. Ortega with the shot. Scores! Alexandra Ortega makes it 5-0 Pequannock now. What a goal by Alexandra Ortega. She was open and she took the chance. Went right above Van Hoven as she was unable to jump to try to save it with her hands. The Panthers have scored 5 goals in around nearly 30 minutes of the first half. At center is Ortega again. And she'll give it to Cunningham. Cunningham. Up front. To number 24, Locke. And now Ortega again. Ortega. Ortega from the side. And on the rebound is wide. Not sure who kicked the rebound, or if it went off ahead. But another chance for Pequannock to capitalize once again and make it 6-0. And St. Elizabeth not able to get it out yet. And now they'll get it out to center, but Panthers still on them. And I believe that is number 9, Gem, who brought it all the way to the Panther zone as it goes out of bounds. Will be Panthers with the possession again. Addie Van Letten will be the one passing it. Good pass to Locke. At center now. Ball goes to Cunningham. Rachel Cunningham. Bringing it in. Ortega goes for the shot. And it makes its way in. Ortega again. She scores. Alexandra Ortega. 6-0. Rachel Cunningham. Now to Locke. Panthers passing it around in their zone. Locke on it right now. And Van Letten. Now at the sidelines, who will make its way to center. Locke will take it back with Blakely trying to get it to center. Rachel Cunningham. Locke. Now Kuna. And Locke again on it. And now McMahon at center still. Locke on it. Van Letten. Ortega at center. DeSimone. And it's brought back to Van Letten. And that ball's kicked to Ortega, but whistle stopped. Ortega nearly with the breakaway chance. And it's kicked. It will make its way to the Panthers zone. Shayla Osmansky able to get it out. Locke. And a little bit passing around. No rush for Panthers to get goals as they have a 6-zip lead. Ortega on it now. Rachel Cunningham battling for it. And St. Elizabeth, number 17, I think that was Bednier with a very slim shot. It will make its way to Wisner. She'll easily pick that up. Wisner brings it to center. Lock. And at center still. It'll trickle out of bounds. And I'm not sure what's going on right now. Ball is out of bounds. Time is currently just running. Volleyball team currently practicing in the gym. They just went outside the doors to celebrate. We'll be getting the volleyball team on TJK Network, I believe, this Friday. As well as the football game. Will be a TJK Network doubleheader. At center, Dimitroska. Cunningham able to pick that off. Brought in. And ball makes its way to Van Hoven. Battle at center. Riley DeCumber tries to reach to that. Brought over. And currently, Caitlin Zegler. Now Kelly Bunsen. Now Rachel Cunningham back with it. Currently now DeSimone on it. DeSimone brings it up front. Panthers still on it still. Caitlin Zegler. Kelly Bunsen. And battle with DeSimone. It will make its way to center. Brought back in though. At center. And it's out. And it's out of bounds again. 3:30 to go in our first half. And Panthers trying to capitalize. Brought in. And it will go out of bounds. It is the Panthers' ball as St. Elizabeth was the one that kicked that out. Kelly Bunsen. Kelly Bunsen brings it back in. Kelly Bunsen. And Bunsen again to try to keep it in. And at center, Kaylee Bunsen again, bringing it back in to Caitlin Ziegler. Ortega. The ball makes itself too. Osmanski. Ortega. Open again. Ortega. Ortega at the side. Defense able to catch up to her. And that defense will bring the ball out. It is the Panthers' ball. 1:30 to go left in our first half. And it's brought back in. Ball up high in the air. And it's kicked to the fence. And out front with 50 seconds left. Excuse me, center. If I said out front on accident, my bad. Brought back in by Riley Chomko. And Panthers will just trickle it out the center. And we got 10 seconds left. And the ball's brought back in one last time, probably, as it's kicked. And that will end our first quarter. Very dominant first quarter for the Panthers, scoring 6 goals. So we will be going into around a 10-minute halftime, and we'll see you momentarily. Your score, 6-0 Pequannock Panthers. Very dominant first half. Once again, we'll see you in 10 minutes, people. And here we go, folks, getting ready for the kickoff to our second half. Momentarily, of course, now Pequannock's territory on the right side, and we'll have a stop in the play right away. We'll have a clock pause at 41. Not sure what the stoppage was in our second half. And here we go. At center now. And it's brought up by Van Hoven. Kept in St. Elizabeth's zone. And a shot makes it behind, and it's another Panthers goal. It's 7-0 Pequannock. Panthers showing their full domination. And here we go. Now currently Samantha Kuna. She will bring it back to Pequannock's goalkeeper Zoe Wisner. And St. Elizabeth trying to set up. It's brought back out to center. So Pequannock dominated by scoring 6 goals in the first half. And if I did say quarter, I apologize. I meant half. I don't ever recall doing it, but if I did, my bad. And Panthers defense able to hold it up. And it's kicked out. Center. But it goes out. Brought back into play. Ortega to bring it up. And DeSimone to pass that. And now Mia DeCumber to Ortega, but it's going to be stopped, and St. Elizabeth to have the ball now. And Agnew to kick that for St. Elizabeth into Pequannock zone. Kuna. That ball makes it out of bounds. Pequannock able to keep it in. Sheila Osmansky. Now Ortega on the rush. Ortega. Ortega still on it. Ortega. Passed over. And it makes it in. 8-0 Panthers now. I believe that was Matea Dimitrowska with the goal, assisted by Alexandra Ortega. The goalkeeper, Van Hoven, was not ready for that, as she was on the one side. She was expecting a shot, not a pass, I believe. Wisner to pick this up. Wisner to bring that up and to center. Ortega, rush into it again. Ortega does get to it. Once again, Ortega brought to Matea Dimitrowska, and she missed it this time. That would have been crazy if it happened again, but Panthers are able to pick that off and bring it back in. Brought up high by DeSimone over the net. At center now. Ortega. Ortega. It's passed and passed back as the ball makes its way out of bounds. And Ortega gets shoved or knocked over. Fans not happy about that. And Ortega getting awarded a free kick, of course, as it went out of the corner. Here is the free kick. And I believe that was Van Letten. No, sorry, that was DeSimone who tried to go for that and unable to connect on that play. That's center now. And Mia DeCumber able to get to Shayla Osmansky. Osmansky to bring it far in. Rachel Cunningham. Goalkeeper Van Hoven had trouble getting that for a second. Nearly let it past her, but she was able to pick that up. And she'll bring it nearly out to center. Panthers able to get it again. That's Van Letten. Van Letten on it. Shot saved by Van Hoven. And it will go out of bounds. Ball is going to go to the corner, and we're going to have a free kick. I believe that is Shayla Osmansky with the free kick. Here's the free kick. Off the head, and it's brought towards the net as Van Hoven will hold on. Out to center, and off the head. Panthers bring it back in. Ball brought towards the net. and Van Hoven to pick that up. Shayla Osmanski gets that ball again, and she'll kick it just a hair wide of the net, left side. And we just made it past our first 10 minutes of our second half. Panthers scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of our second half. Ortega on it. And Rachel Cunningham making a nice offensive play to keep it in. Brought back in. Cunningham battling for that. And that ball just trickles out of bounds. Panthers with the free kick. And won't go anywhere. And on the rebound, won't count. It'll be brought out. So that's not a goal, as the play was dead, actually. But Panthers get it back in. Ortega on it again. Ortega with the move. Scores! That will count. Alexandra Ortega. 9-0 Panthers. Ortega had nobody on her, and she was able to capitalize it, and she'll make a couple fakes to trick the goalkeeper, Van Hoven, as it will trickle into the net. Osmanki. Panthers going in, and it will go out of bounds, and Van Hoven will try to get to that, but she'll go back to the net. Panthers getting another free kick opportunity. And here it is. Goes off the crossbar. And Panthers try to capitalize, but it goes over the net. And Panthers battle to keep it in. Offensive side. Osmanski. And brings it out to center. Blakely. Ball will go out of bounds. And St. Elizabeth tries to connect offensively. Not able to, as Panthers able to get it out. Kicked all the way to Van Hoven. She'll pick that up. Van Hoven brings it to center. Whistle will blow the play dead. And that play goes out of bounds too. And it's brought out nearly to center, but brought back in, but it will be out of bounds, and the ball actually will go over the fence. And ball is brought into the offensive side for Pequannock as congratulations to that being Ava Martino. And not able to catch on to that, goes out of bounds. And here's the play. Mia to come to bring it in. Mansky battling with it one-on-one. That ball goes out of bounds. Ball out to center. Ball in the offensive side for the Panthers will make its way out of play again, go behind the net. And Panthers getting a free kick. Here goes the free kick. And Panthers try to find a way to score, unable to. That's center now. And Panthers on it. Shayla Osmansky has no one on her. Shot. Scores! Shayla Osmansky makes it 10-0 Panthers. What a dominant game by Pequannock. Panthers still continue to show a lot. This is the most goals scored, I believe, I've ever seen on TJK Network for a soccer game. Very entertaining, though. This team has a lot of talent. Last year, they went 16-2-3. Made it to the sectional semifinals. And they lost in a penalty kicks. I should say lost 2 penalty kicks. Sorry if I worded that incorrectly. Showed the resilience of this group. And last year, their group was all seniors. And this year, they still got a bunch of seniors. And it's showing as the team is 5-0-0. Planning on going 6-0-0. Hopefully with another shutout. Once again, Pequannock's goalkeeper Zoe Wisner has only given up 1 goal in these 5 games that they've won, which is impressive. And she used to be a forward, as last year the goalkeeper was a senior that graduated, so Zoe Wisner took over. So very impressive, especially from switching from the forward position to goalkeeper. And that ball is brought to Zoe Wisner as she'll grab onto that. And ball brought out to center. Martino on the rush. Martino. I believe that ball deflects away. I'm not sure if that was a save or not. Riley DeCumber. And Ortega. And it's passed a couple times around. Still a battle for the ball. And it finds an open spot to number 7, Spina. And she'll bring it into the Panthers' defensive side. Riley DeCumber. Now, Kuna. Van Letten tries to pass it to Kuna. It will make its way to the corner and out. Ball brought back into play. DeCumber. Shot, or I believe deflected. I think that was a shot. I believe that was by Matea Dimitroska, and it's caught by Van Hoven. Center now. Kuna on it. Now to DeCumber. Brought back out to Kuna. Panthers bring it back. That being Emily Ziegler. On the other field, the PTHS St field, marching band are practicing on there. So if you hear a band, they're practicing. Panthers re-entering. The offensive side. Dimitroska will have the ball. And one of the Panthers players gets knocked over. I believe that ball went out of bounds. And no free kick on this. Panthers will just toss it back into play. That being to Caitlin Ziegler, which will make it its way to center, and then brought back in, and then it's brought back out. Zoe Wisner to reach that ball. Wisner out to center. Caitlin Ziegler tried to make it to it, and it's kicked out of bounds. In Pequannock side of the field. Ball brought back into play though. And St. Elizabeth trying to connect and they're unable to. This game's all been Panthers. Pequannock Panthers. And that ball makes its way to center. Riley DeCumber. Now to Riley Chomko. Panthers bringing it from the side. And that ball is shot from the side, and it's immediately stopped by Van Hoven as it deflects back. .13:05 to go in the second. That ball is sort of brought back out center, but Panthers are able to capitalize and keeping it in. Center now. Lock. Ball making its way to the Panthers' defensive side and brought out. And that ball is out to center. Battle for that center. Lock. Now to Kaylee Bunsen. Now Riley Chomko. Nice deflection. Makes its way to Riley DeCumber, and now Caitlin Ziegler. Lock. Now Ortega. And that ball makes its way out of play. Kaylee Bunsen on the other side to bring it out. That ball makes its way out of bounds. Brought back in. Lock at center. Now to Riley Chomko. Chomko, nobody on her. Chomko, making a move. Shot off the post. Riley Chomko almost made it 11-0 Panthers. McMahon. Ball brought back into Panthers zone. Offensive side of the zone. Kalen Ziegler battles with the goalkeeper, Van Hoven. Less than 10 minutes remaining in our second half. Ball is going to make its way wide on the right side. And Panthers with the free kick. And it's nearly makes its way to the net, and it's kicked very high. It goes, I believe that went into the tennis courts right beside our Memorial Field. Van Hoven will bring it over. Lock on it. Now Riley DeCumber tries to battle for it. Haley Bunsen to bring it back into the game. Lock. Battling for it. And now Emily Ziegler brings it out to McMahon. Now Ortega. Riley DeCumber just gets that pass. And then Caitlin Ziegler. Now to DeCumber again. And now with Locke. Locke to DeCumber. Locke again. And Emily Ziegler tries to battle for that. Now to DeCumber. Now back to Kaylee Bunsen. Now McMahon. McMahon retreats back into Pequannock's own zone, but they'll get it out, but it will trickle its way out of bounds. Pequannock tries to get out to center. Still bound for it. Near center. Lock. Lock. And now to Caitlin Ziegler. Now Ortega to Riley DeCumber. Riley DeCumber to Riley Chomko. And whistle blown. And it's kicked right by the sideline. Kaylee Bunsen on it. And ball makes its way out of bounds. And that ball makes its way to Zoe Wisner as she'll hold on. And that ball is kicked out to center. Riley Chomko tries to get it. To Cumber. Now to Chomko. Chomko entering in. She'll make a nice move. Riley Chomko gives it to Ortega. Ball's given back to Ortega after that pass. Pequannock retreats back to center. McMahon. Now Mia to Cumber. Ortega. That ball, I believe, went out. Nope. Still battle for it. It's on the sideline. Still in. 4 minutes to go in our second half. And Pequannock's on again. Ziegler. That being Caitlin Ziegler. Now Locke. She'll shoot it wide, but the whistle will be blown. At center now. Caitlin Ziegler. That'll be Rachel Cunningham. Mia to Cumber. Excuse me. That may have been... I believe that was McMahon, actually. Now Riley to Cumber. To Riley Chomko. To Cumber. Kaylee Bunsen. Now to Emily Ziegler. Pequannock's playing keep away because it's 10 goals. And there's only 2:35 left in our game. Emily Ziegler. Now to Kaylee Bunsen. Now to Cumber. To Cumber. Now to Locke. Now Ortega. And a quick pass to the other side, and another quick pass will land out of bounds. 2 minutes left in our game. And it looks like we'll have most of our players that are currently on the field subbed off. Once again, this game's 10-0, so no need to keep our starters in. Some of our seniors still playing now. Senior night, keep in mind. Give them some good playing time. A lot of goals scored. A couple of them by our seniors, of course, I believe. I didn't get everybody's goal, but I saw I was able to identify some of the goals. Pequannock playing smart. Riley to Cumber. Will turn that over, but Pequannock is able to get that back. At center now. We're getting to our final minute now as that ball goes out of bounds. Brought back in. Dimitroska trying to get that ball. Ball makes its way out. Van Letten. Off the head of one of the St. Elizabeth players. Center. 19 seconds remaining. And it's kicked out by Van Letten. 3 seconds left in the game. And what a dominant game by the Pequannock Panthers. As Zoe Wisner once again gets another shutout. Solid performance by Pequannock. And the Pequannock Panthers will remain undefeated as they will go up from 5-0-0 to 6-0-0, and Zoe Wisner will record another shutout. She now has 5 shutouts out of the 6 wins. Once again, very good game. We had a lot of goals scored, which is not common for soccer, especially on our broadcast. We've had some pretty close games. So we'll end it off there, and St. Elizabeth will fall down from 2-5-0 to 2-6-0. And that concludes today's, or I should say tonight's, senior night game. So, my name's Howard Kasperzak. We hope you enjoyed this dominant 10-0 win. And we'll see you in the next one. Once again, your final score, 10-0 Pequannock. Peace out, everybody. Before we end the stream, might as well show our players running the field. And they'll make their way back. Anyways, now I'm going to conclude the stream, guys. Have a great rest of your night, folks.